With SCA Promotions, you don't need to create a large budget promotion. You just need a partner to help you deliver one.
We're here on day one at the Next conference, and I'm here with our kickoff speaker, Steve Dennis, who just gave us 8 very specific, actionable insights into how to make retail better. For those folks who weren't there, can you just kind of very quickly run through what were those 8 key points? Because I want to focus on one in particular.
Okay, we'll see if I can remember them. 1 is digitally informed, 2 is human-centered, 3 is harmonized, 4 is mobile, 5 is personal, 6 is connected, 7 is memorable, and 8 is radical.
And if you read Furniture Today, you'll find out what all of that is in detail. But particularly, I wanted to talk to you about Harmonize, because that was a real interesting concept. You were talking about going beyond omni-channel to a new phase of retail. Talk a little bit about that.
Well, so some of it is I'm just tired of the term omni-channel, but you know, the main thing, the concept with Harmonized is really not getting caught up in all the channel stuff. It's really getting caught up in the customer and trying to figure out how to make the whole customer experience come together better, regardless of how the customer interacts with you. So the reason I picked Harmonized is really this idea of, 1, eliminating any of the bad notes, so eliminating the friction or the pain points in the customer experience, but also trying to find those things that really amplify or just sort of build to something much more memorable. So to me, omni-channel is a little bit about trying to be everything to everybody. Harmonize is really about pulling it all together and really being special.
It also seemed like it was moving a little bit beyond just a transactional relationship to talk about other aspects.
Yeah, so one of the slides I had was this idea of Harmonize being one brand, many channels, and so to me it's the total brand experience. It's not just having one particular transaction work well, it's your whole relationship with the brand really coming together on behalf of the customer.
We talk a lot about technology, and it seems like everybody right now is in this race to get technological faster. But when you talked about human-centered, that's really a kind of a flip side.
Yeah, so, and I think I admitted on stage that I think I, for a while, was sort of getting overly enamored with digital, and I think obviously there's been a huge transformation. But I think this idea of digital first or digital to the core sometimes loses sight of how important humans can be in the whole customer experience, whether it's you start in a store and you need that physical, tactile, and sometimes emotional connection with somebody, or you just simply need a human to do things that the robots can't, or AI or machine learning can help, but can't automatically replace. So it's just really trying to get a little bit more balance.
When retailers come to events like this, there's so much information to take in, there's so many different pieces of advice. If you were sitting down with a retailer and they said, all right, well, how do I get started? Where are the first places? What kind of advice could you offer in terms of where to start?
Well, I'm a big fan of really dissecting the customer journey. You know, everywhere from researching to service at the end, and really understanding and picking maybe a few places where you can easily either root out that friction or really amplify the experience. Because my experience is a lot of particularly traditional retailers, they're so used to one way of doing business, and even if they've gotten a website or what have you, they haven't necessarily realized how much the customer journey has changed and where they may be missing opportunities, particularly the role of mobile devices in the journey.